We were investigating wind power using a fan, an electrical generator, and our own homemade wind turbine. And our question was which number of blades would be best for a wind
Our
turbine.
experiment was relatively easy. All it involved was taking this fan right here and then hooking it up to a power source so we could turn it on, turning it on to the max power, and then building our little wind turbine by putting a couple of these little blades on, one more each time, like that. Like that. And then turning on the fan and seeing how much electricity it generated as it spun.
Our standardized variables were the distance to the fan, the distance to the ground, the amount of seconds recorded, the material of the blades, and the angle of the blades. Our independent variable was the amount of blades, and the dependent variable was how much energy we produced.
After we had done the experiment, we found that the three-bladed wind turbine worked best because it was able to generate the most amount of volts. And the amount of energy it was managed to produce was 0.096. And that's quite impressive for a little homemade wind turbine.
Our conclusion was that three blades works the best, which was also our hypothesis. We said that because the official wind turbines also have three blades, and there is of course a reason as to why they have that. Three blades generated the highest amount of electricity.
As with any experiment, this one had quite a few errors. The first error was the fact that every time we did it, we couldn't have the exact distance that we had the previous time. Another error was all of the blades were not the same size. This one might be longer than this one. And another error would be that the distance in between all of the blades is different each time we set it up, so we might have slightly different outcomes. And another error, a last error, is that the more paper clips and such we put on the back, the more weight there is on the back of the wind turbine, so this limits how fast it can go.
A way that we could improve some of our errors is using better material, making sure all blades weigh the same thing, and not always using different fans.
Hope you enjoyed!